Hello, welcome again. We are solving GATE 2022 Solid Mechanics paper. Question number 81 is the frame shown in the figure is subjected to a uniformly distributed load of 1000 Newton per meter over a distance of 0.6 meter. Neglecting the weight of the frame, the maximum shear force in Newton in the region between the supports A and B of the frame is, so this is A and B, this is your 1000 Newton per meter, this is 0.35, this is 0.6, this is 0.2, this is 0.3. Okay, so now suppose RA is the reaction at A and RB is the reaction at B. Taking moment about B, so RA into 0.6, RA into 0.6 minus 1000 into 0.6 into 0.3, okay, will be equal to 0. So RA is equal to 300 Newton and RA plus RB is equal to 1000 into 0.6, okay, and or it is 600. So RA is 300. So RB is 600 minus 300, that is 300 Newton. So RB is your 300 Newton and RA is 300 Newton. So the shear force diagram is like this. At point A there is sudden increase in shear force, and there is uniform decrease, and at B it is again reaching to 0. So the maximum shear force is 300 Newton. So answer is 300 Newton. Okay. Next, a slider moving in a frictionless slot is connected with a linear spring OA as shown in the figure. The following is known. Stiffness of the spring is equal to 2 kN per meter, mass of the slider 10 kg, and the unstretched length of the spring 1 meter. If the slider is released from rest at A, the magnitude of its velocity in meter per second when it passes through point B is dash rounded off to nearest integer. So this is your spring, this is your slider, this is having velocity V, this is your this is a 2 meter, this angle is 60 degree, this is your point B. Okay, and this is frictionless flow. So now at point A, the length OA is, this is 2 meter, so 2 by cos 60 is your OA, or 2, okay, or OB by cos 60. Okay, so that is 4 meter. So OA is your 4 meter. Okay, and so it means the length of spring at position OA is 4 meter and unstretched length is 1 meter. So here the stretching of 3 meter has been taken place. So the potential energy stored in the spring is half into K into 3 square, or K is your 2000 Newton meter or 2 kilonewton meter. K is kilonewton per meter, sorry. So it will be, the energy will be half into K x square. X is 3. So 1 by 2, 2 into 1009. Okay. So, so this is your potential energy of the spring at this position, and the mass is having zero velocity at this point. So total energy is your potential energy at this point. So at this point the length of spring is 2 meter, and the energy stored will be your again half into 2 into 1000 into the stretching of spring is 2 minus 1 1. Okay, so the potential energy will be half into 2 into 1000 into 1. Okay, so that is the potential energy of the spring at the position B. So at at position B, the block is having velocity V. Okay, so there will be kinetic energy of the block also. Okay, so kinetic energy of the block is half mv square. So that is half into 10 into v. So that is the total energy at position B, and that is the total energy at A. Okay, so total energy at A and total energy at B should be equal because of laws of conservation of energy. So that is the total energy at A, and that is the total energy at B, uh, half into 2 into 1000 into 1 plus half into 10 to B square. Okay. So from this we get V square is equal to 600 or V is equal to 40 meter per second. So the velocity is at point B is 40 meter per second. Next, a sphere of a sphere A of mass m is thrown into the air at 50 meter per second along a direction tangent inverse 3 by 4 up from the horizontal. At the topmost point of its trajectory, it has central non-oblique collision with another sphere B, which is at rest on the top of the vertical pole. The sphere B has a mass of 3 meter. Acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. Neglect contact, friction and air resistance. If the coefficient of restitution is 0.3, then the speed in meter per second of the sphere A immediately after the collision is dash rounded up to 1 decimal place. Okay. So at the topmost point, the vertical component of velocity of the sphere A will be 0. So there will be only the horizontal component. Okay, and that component is u cos theta, and theta is the tangent inverse 3 by 4. Or you can find out u1 or uh, u1 as horizontal velocity as 50 into 4 by 5, so that is 40. So the horizontal component of velocity at the topmost point is 40 meter per second. Okay, and it is given that the coefficient of restitution is point coefficient of restitution is 0.3. Okay, and the coefficient of restitution is velocity of separation divided by velocity of approach, where velocity of separation is v2 minus v1 and u1 minus velocity of approach is u1 minus u2. So u1 is velocity of the initial velocity of the first body, and v1 is final velocity of first body, and u2 is initial velocity of second body, and v2 is final velocity of second body. Okay, so it is final velocity difference than the initial velocity, and u2 is 0 because initially the second body is at rest, and u1 is 40. Okay, and e is your 0.3, so we can find out v2 minus v1. V2 minus v1 comes out as 12. Okay, now the momentum is conserved in collision. So